So, what is going on, person watching this video? So there is probably about a 10% chance that you, watching this right now, are one of the people subscribed to this channel, right? And if that's the case, then you are 100% of the reason that I was able to hit 700 subscribers the other day. I think it was yesterday maybe? I don't know. Sometime recently. So, if that's you, thank you. And maybe some other people will jump in and they'll do that same thing too, and we'll eventually get to like a bigger number. You know what I'm saying? But it'll happen if it happens, whatever, right? So, that being that, like I said, I do want to say I do seriously appreciate you guys doing that. But the thing that we're here for is not really to talk about that. We can talk about that another time perhaps. But what we're going to talk about today is what's in this box. Now, I know my last couple unboxings haven't gone quite how I want them to, so I'm hoping that this breaks that streak, right? And assuming it does, then I'll tell you like where I got them and all that stuff at the end. I don't want to put that up there at the front part and then like this be something all that goes wrong. And then you're like, oh, well, that place must be terrible. I won't draw attention to it like that. I'll put something down in the notes, in the description, you know, so you can, if you're curious on where to avoid, then you can look for it. But otherwise, we're just going to go with it. So, I'm actually looking forward to opening this one, though, because it's what I bought, or what should be in here. It's definitely nothing new to the channel, you know what I'm saying? But it's been a while. So when I saw them, you know, the dude posted a little link and stuff, and he's like, hey, check these out. These are on sale. And I'm like, oh, okay. Right? I can get behind that for $83. I think it was $83, like, including shipping. So, let's see what we got going on. What was that? Let's see what we got going on in here, people. Alright, so first up, right there, plain old Nike box, right? Again, it's been a while since I pulled out one of these. I mean, there's a whole bunch of them over there, just not lately. And then looking at the side, there you go, a little glimpse of what is to come in the next 2 minutes or so. Actually, not even that long, because I'm about to open this thing right now. So, let's see what we got going on in here. And, there we go. I'm on board already. There's one, right there. And now, of course, got to pull out the other shoe, make sure everything's on the up and up. Okay, and so, as you guys know, okay, make sure everything says right. Yeah, this is an Air Max Plus, right? In Anthracite and Optic Yellow. So, that's out of the way. Look at these things real quick. Everything seems to be just fine. No big issues that I can see. And that being that, it means that it is now review time. And, like I said, looking forward to it. So, here we go, right here. This is the Air Max Plus in Anthracite and Optic Yellow. I'm a huge Air Max Plus fan, right? Like, so when I saw these on, where was it? It was on a Facebook group, which I don't do a whole lot of that. Like, the only reason I go on there is to basically look at that little group, Den of Souls. If you're in there, you know, it's a pretty nice place to hang out. McFly is in there. P-Town 24 is in there. I'm there. Juggernaut of Souls is like, he runs it or something like that. But anyway, somebody in there posted a little link and they're like, hey, these things are on sale for $84, something like that. And I was like, you know what? I've never heard of this site, but I'm going to take the chance because, you know, why not, right? It looked decent. It actually looked a lot like the Foot Locker site. Kind of like how like the Foot Locker site looks a lot like the Foot Action site, which looks a lot like the Champ site, which looks a lot like the Adidas site. I mean, the East Bay site. Yeah. All four of those look the same. Wait. Five. I don't know. All of those look the same, right? To me. And maybe to you. Well, I forget the name. It was, I don't know. I have no idea what the name. Final dash score. That's what it was. So, I went on there, looked at it, and they're like, yeah, we'll ship to your APO box. I'm like, sometimes I'm a little sketchy about those, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes they'll ship here, but they'll do that super slow thing like Pro Wrestling Tees does, which, you know, is fine. I still buy from them, but I don't like it. And so I'm looking at it, and I'm like, you know what? This looks like it's built like the Foot Locker sites and all that. It's saying it's going to be priority shipping. Hopefully they're not lying to me like that Vans issue I had. The Vans store is, don't believe everything they say, dudes. Anyway, so made my order, and now here we are. everything's arrived, everything's looking good. So I'm gonna say that, you know, I haven't legit checked these, but I'm sure somebody's doing that in the video, even though you can't get an up close shot. But anyways, I'm gonna say that the site is reputable and worth checking out. So make your own decision. Now that part is out of the way, it is actually review time. So let's talk about these. Looking at this, right? This is pretty much just your standard Air Max Plus. Nothing too fancy or anything. What pulled me in was the black and yellow. As I've said before, I'm a huge black and yellow fan, and while these, they may not scream that up front, you know, when you look at it up close, you kind of get the vibes out of it, right? Because you got the yellow on the lace lock type things there, on the swoosh, on the bottom, all that stuff. So that's what got me. But let's get you a little close-up look and do the standard review like I always do. So we'll start with the bottom. Across the outsole here, this is just your standard Air Max Plus outsole, right? Nothing too fancy about it. But for some reason, in its simplicity, I do like it, right? I also like this a lot. I don't know why, but I do. Some of them it's different colors, whatever, but it's just a cool look to me, even though you don't see it a whole lot. And then the standard midsole here, you got not on that side. This side is pretty much all yellow, but on this side, you have a little split between yellow and red. Hopefully that's coming up in there. You can kind of see that. So, you know, nice little touch, a little bit of extra flair and all that stuff. Everything else is pretty much standard. And then moving up to the top, this is where it can be a little different because some Air Max Pluses do have different materials on the uppers, right? If you buy enough of them, you'll see what I'm talking about. Now these are more of that mesh style, not so much like the frequency packs. I'd say they're closer to the OG pack that came out with like the purple and the blue and the orange. It's more like that material, but it doesn't feel as stiff as those for some reason. And then, you know, around the front of the toes, standard plastic kind of like little guard there. This part though, this is a little different. Down here right above the midsole, that is, I'm not sure what that is. It feels almost like some kind of like plasticky nylon sort of thing. It's an interesting feel. Like I'd compare it somewhat like well, not quite, but almost reminds me of the winterized 12s. But it's a nice look. You know, it looks almost like leather. It doesn't feel like leather though. It doesn't feel like that. I'm not sure really how to describe it, but it's kind of cool because it's different. I know a lot of them often have that, I don't know, it's not plastic, it's kind of a nubuckish sort of feel. I'm not sure what it is, but it's just different. Just take my word for that. Moving past that, like I said, the upper is nothing crazy. You got this kind of a gradient thing with like the white going on to like the darker colors all throughout the shoe from front to back, top to bottom. You got the yellow swoosh on both sides, so that's nice. And then on the back, the T-end to match, right? And then like I was saying before, around here, you've got the standard lacing style with the yellow on there. So to me, this has just enough in it to work well. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not overly, you know, jumping out at you like, hey, pay attention to me. But like, cause you know, I don't mind shoes like that. I have a lot of them. But sometimes you want something that's just gonna kind of, you know, stand back and let you be you. You know, not to say, hey, who's that guy over there like 10 miles away with those bright shoes? You don't always want that. Also, on the top of the tongue here, you got the yellow still there, and then up around the tongue, pretty nice. And then on the inside, same thing, black insole, yellow text. So overall, I'm really liking these shoes. I mean, they're nothing amazing, right? I'm not trying to oversell them, but sometimes, like I said, something simple is all you really want, and this is doing that for me. So, and also the price. The price of these wasn't like $160, right? $150 retail, but I got them for 80 something, 83, 84, whatever they came out to. So that's a pretty solid discount, almost like 50% off, I guess, right? Yeah, it's about there. It's about 50% off. We'll just say it is, because it's close. And so now the next part is obviously to do the on foot part where we talk about the sizing and all that good stuff. So given that I have enough of these, I'm just going to slide over to the side so these videos can pop in. Let me switch shoes here. So One thing that I will say is, like, if you saw the side of the box, you'll see that I ordered these in a 9 because that's my standard go-to size for Air Maxes. I find that they fit true to size, and that is my true to size 9, right? And so these fit solid, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't feel too small, they don't feel too big. I know some people have their say on things, but again, it also comes down to how you like your shoes to fit. I like a snug fit, you know what I'm saying? I don't like a whole lot of room in there, so take that for what it's worth. But if you have mostly any other Air Maxes and stuff, this isn't anything new. It fits a lot like most of the rest of the things. So take that, do what you will with it, and then go to the store and buy a pair in the size that makes sense. But if you're going to be buying them in a store, it makes sense to try them on. Sometimes you got to take that leap of faith. If you're buying them online, you know, it happens. And best of luck to you if you're doing that. But hopefully what I said stands true for you too. If it doesn't, let me know, you know, because I do like to hear from people, because I know sometimes people have wider feet or whatever, and that throws things off a little bit. I don't have that problem. I'm not saying it's a problem, but I'm just saying that's not something I have to deal with. That being that, hopefully these on-foot videos are looking pretty decent. I don't know, but I usually hear from somebody in the comments. So I feel like they have probably gone on just about long enough, so I can go ahead and wrap this up. I do like the comfort of the Air Max Plus. They always feel really good, even right out of the box. They get better as you break them in, as most things do. But it's one of those shoes that I just like the way it looks. I like the way it feels. Everything about it. It just stands out as one of the best Air Max models to me. I don't know that I'd put it... Some days I'd put it above the Air Max 1, but I don't know. They're very close as far as just standard Air Max models, right? I wish they would make more 2009s or 2010s. That was a good year for Air Maxes in my opinion too. Feel free to comment down below what your favorites are, and we can talk about that. So, I don't have anything else to say about this particular shoe. I'm going to give you this one last close-up. There you go. Also, I just noticed in the camera, usually I say stuff about that, but it's Thursday, right? Old Things Day, you know, Throwback Thursday as they like to call it. So I'm wearing this Sabu shirt. Maybe some of you guys know Sabu. He's a wrestler. I actually met him once, him and Rob Van Dam. I'll put a picture up, right, so you can see that. Not that I don't think you would believe me, but hey, why not? I have a picture and I'm going to share it with you. So yeah, it was pretty cool, you know. Anyways, he's not so active anymore, which sucks, but at least I got to see him. It was one of those, like, you check it off of your little bucket list, or from your little boyhood dreams of things to see, right? So that was one. There's a couple more on there. Anyways, that's unrelated to any of this. So I'm gonna stop now, and I am going to edit this video, and I will be back. Hopefully, the plan is to come back tomorrow and knock out another video, slightly different, but hopefully you'll enjoy it. So with that being that, thank you for watching. For those of you who have, you know, decided to join Team Tristan, thanks for getting me to that little milestone. I do appreciate it. If you don't click the button, that's fine. I get it. I get a lot of casual viewers. It's okay. I still sleep fine at night. Anyways, thanks people. Seriously, have a nice rest of your day or rest of your night, whatever it is, wherever you are. And I'm going to go and do what I said I was going to do. All right, later people.